Hey guys, this is Module 16, Quiz Review, Station 1. Make sure you take notes. This is assignment number 49. This will be part of 3 stations, so you're going to take notes at all 3. Okay, so this one's asking us to apply the dilation D, which is 2x, 2y, and they're asking us to plot the pre-image and the image. So right now we can easily graph the image. I want you guys to graph the image right now. There's a pre-image. Now we're going to graph the image. Well, in order to graph the image, we have to follow the rule. So the rule here says that we're going to take our x value and we're going to multiply it by 2. So I'm going to write this underneath. So g prime, if I take the x value and I multiply it by 2, this is going to become negative 2. If I take the x value to my h and I multiply it by 2, like what it says, my negative 1 is going to become a negative 2 because negative 1 times 2 is negative 2. And if I do the same for j prime and I multiply the x value by 2 again, I'm going to get 6. Now for the y value, it's telling me I have to go from y to 2y, so I'm multiplying by 2. So if I multiply negative 2 by 2, I get negative 4. If I multiply 1 by 2, I'm going to get 2. And if I multiply negative 2 by 2, I'm going to get negative 4. So now I'm going to take my image's coordinates, and I'm going to graph him over here. So please graph. So I just graphed my image, and as you can see, my pre-image is smaller than my image. So there was a dilation. So it was multiplied by a whole number because my figure grew. So I have to figure out what it is. Well, it's going to be 2, but let's check. So one is using the rule, you're going to know it's 2. And second is if I count the units from h to g, which is 3, and the units to their his corresponding side, this is 6. What do they do to get from 3 to 6? They multiply it by 2. And if I count the units for gh and g prime h prime, you're going to notice that they went from 4 to 8. And if I use Pythagorean theorem and I find the diagonal hj and h prime j prime, you're going to notice that the common scale factor is 2 because all they're doing is multiplying the length of each segment by 2. It's doubling. Question 2 is asking us to determine whether the two figures are similar using similarity transformations. So we have to use transformations. So for this question, hopefully you guys notice that this is a reflection. So I know it's a reflection across the y-axis, right? Reflection across the y-axis. And the rule for the reflection across the y-axis says that xy will go to negative x, y. Y does not change. So if I have my coordinates for thi, oops, a, not I, the rule tells us that for the reflection across the y-axis, the x value is going to stay, it's going to change to a negative. So if he's already negative, he's going to become positive. Well, the negative 7 is already negative, so he's going to become positive. The y stays the same. Negative 8 is negative, so he's going to change to a positive. Y stays the same. And my x value for a is positive, so he's going to, it's negative, so he has to change to a positive. Because the rule says that positive goes to negative. If he's negative, he goes positive. So now I'm going to graph these coordinates so I can see where my shape is. And I made a mistake. Actually, the t is not t. The coordinates for t are actually h's, so my bad. This is h. And the coordinates for h are actually t. Sorry guys, so correct it. So I just graphed my image after one transformation, and you notice that my image is not where it's supposed to be. So now I know that there's a translation. So I have to figure out how many units we move. So translation again just means to shift left, right, up, or down. So if I compare my h prime to the h prime I want, I would have to go how many units to the left? So this is referring to the x-axis. So if you count, this is exactly 1, 2, 3 units to the left this way. So 3 units for the left means x minus 3. So for my rule, I'm going to write x minus 3 because I went 3 units to the left. And then from here, how many do I go down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have to go down 6. So down 6 for y means minus 6. So if I do that again, so I think this is my rule. If I do it again for t prime, my t prime, and I go 3 units left, 1, 2, 3. So I'm right here. And then I go 6 units down, I better end up right here. So now I'm going to go 6 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you try it one more time, you're going to notice that it is in fact true. So here's my transformation.